The 2024 Peugeot E-3008 versus 2024 Toyota bZ4X comparison differences. The specific information about the 2024 Peugeot E-3008 or the 2024 Toyota bZ4X, since they were not released or officially announced at that time. However, I can provide you with some general information about both Peugeot and Toyota electric vehicles, EVs, to help you understand what to expect from each manufacturer's offerings. Peugeot E-3008. Peugeot is a French automaker with a history of producing a wide range of vehicles. The Peugeot E-3008 would likely be an electric version of the Peugeot 3008 SUV. It may feature a fully electric powertrain, offering zero-emission driving. The specific details, such as range, performance, and features, would depend on the official specifications released by Peugeot. Toyota bZ4X. Toyota is a well-known Japanese automaker with a strong reputation for hybrid vehicles like the Prius. The Toyota bZ4X is part of Toyota's bZ series, which stands for Beyond Zero, signaling the company's commitment to zero-emission vehicles. The bZ4X is an all-electric SUV designed for the global market. It may come equipped with advanced technology, a spacious interior, and competitive range. To make an informed decision between the two vehicles, you'll need to consider various factors, such as the specific features, range, price, charging infrastructure in your area, and your personal preferences. I recommend checking the latest information from Peugeot and Toyota, or visiting dealerships for up-to-date details on these electric models when they become available in 2024. New 2024 Peugeot E-3008 all-electric fastback SUV revealed. All-electric Peugeot 3008 with up to 435 miles of range unveiled, as the family SUV is reinvented for 2024 as a fastback SUV. You'll also be able to get a mild hybrid petrol version. If you were one of the many people waiting for Toyota's first battery electric vehicle, BEV, it looks like you'll be waiting a little bit longer. The bZ4X EV was set to arrive in Q4 this year, and that in itself was a delay after Toyota was forced to make some late changes to the model to ensure a more accurate driving range, following reports from Northern Europe of inconsistencies in different climates. We all know E-numbers are bad for you in the food world, but when it comes to cars, Peugeot's pure electric E- models are an appealing alternative to their petrol or diesel stablemates. The latest model is this new Peugeot E-3008 fastback SUV, which follows on from the smaller E-208 and E-2008, and has grabbed our attention with a predicted electric range of up to 435 miles. As anyone who runs an electric car knows, real-world range usually falls short of the official number, but nonetheless that figure represents a big leap forward for this price point, not just for battery-powered Peugeots, but also for mainstream electric SUVs in general. There's a but here, though, that official range applies to the E-3008 long-range version, and we'll have to wait a little longer for that. When the E-3008 goes on sale in the UK in February, you'll only be able to buy the entry-level electric model, with a 73 kWh, usable capacity, battery, one motor for front-wheel drive and 210 brake horsepower, and a predicted range of up to 326 miles. There will initially be a petrol mild hybrid Peugeot 3008 too, with a plug-in hybrid, PHEV, expected to follow later. With the bZ4X not arriving until next year, it looks like its twin, the Subaru Solterra, will beat it to market. As reported by Cars Guide, orders for the Solterra will kick off from October ahead of deliveries starting later in the year. The other twin under the skin of these two, the Lexus RZ, went on sale in May. Rivals in the bZ4X's competitor set include the Kia EV6, Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Tesla Model Y and the upcoming Nissan Ariya. When the bZ4X arrives, it will be offered in front-wheel and all-wheel drive, with Hanley predicting that 60% of sales will go to the FWD versions. FWD versions use a 71.4 kWh battery, and produce 150 kilowatts from the single front electric motor, and offer a WLTP driving range of approximately 516 kilometers. The AWD models have a pair of 80 kilowatts electric motors on the front and rear axles with a combined output of 160 kilowatts, and the driving range drops to about 460 kilometers. the 230 brake horsepower single-motor E-3008 long range, with 210 brake horsepower and a 98 kWh usable capacity, battery will come later, alongside a four-wheel drive dual-motor version, with the same battery and range as the entry-level model but much more power, 320 brake horsepower. Official 0 to 62 miles per hour times range from 6.2 seconds for the dual-motor car to 8.7 seconds for the entry-level model and 8.9 seconds for the long range. The E-3008 is an important car for Peugeot's parent company Stellantis because it's the first to use the firm's latest generation underpinnings designed specifically for electric cars, which is said to improve performance and handling, as well as efficiency and technology options. We'll let you know how true that is when we've driven one, but we can tell you that, styling-wise, the new E-3008 has a similar silhouette to the existing 3008 until you reach the rear, where the back windscreen swoops down from the spoiler to an upturned lip for a coupe SUV look. Toyota Australia has also confirmed it will offer the bZ4X with a full-service lease option under its Toyota Finance Australia arm. The lease allows buyers to buy the vehicle outright if they wish, and it covers all servicing, registration, roadside assist and insurance for the life of the car. Customers can also add a home charger to their lease if they choose. Part of the reason for this is to allay fears about declining resale value of EVs in some international markets, according to Hanley. The E-3008 headlights are narrower, there are 3-claw vertical lights on each side of the grille, and the grille itself curves inwards at each end, rather than upwards. Meanwhile, the 19 inches or 20 inches wheels, depending on spec, are a new design, with Peugeot's updated badge in the center. There's plenty to see inside too, starting with the curved 21 inches panoramic iCockpit screen that runs across the top of the dashboard, serving as an infotainment touchscreen and driver display. All functions, including air conditioning, are controlled through the screen, but there is a second touch-sensitive screen lower down that can be set up with shortcuts, called iToggles, to make it easier to adjust commonly used settings. The interior also features ambient lighting with 8 color options, and